Lillig, and this is my open studio. Today we're gonna do more mini Lilligs, but these ones are 7.5 by 7.5, and I'll be adding some binary code with saying love is love. So let's get to it. Also, I would like to talk about the shows that are coming, and I would like to show you how to navigate my website in case you would like to get there sometime. So this is how we're gonna work today. And again, I have no music, so it's kind of like weird. It's nice still, but the music makes the ambience nicely. There we go. These are the mini Lilligs, like the middle sisters, little bit larger. I want to show you that I'm using canvas. Tonight I'm using just a regular canvas, and it's already gessoed and everything. So that's the canvas I always use for my works. So let me grab some gloves. Oh, yeah. I think I'm gonna just write a little note. Here we go. Okay, so in this case I'm using my regular medium orange medium, and this red here is red crimson. The black is just regular Mart's black, and these guys are already ready to work, so I just had this here ready for us to work. So let's see how we start the mini Lilligs right now. I think I'm gonna write the message from here, like this is the end of the canvas, and the camera is not taking the whole little canvas, unfortunately. The one part that I want to show you is right here. But it's not showing it unless I move the camera that way. Yes, this is the part that I want to show you. So as you can see, there is a lot of layers in there, and it's, believe it or not, it's pretty thick. So these are gonna be very beautiful pieces, and as I told everybody that like them, and they all are for sale, and they are in my website, which is www.stellalilligart.jimdo.com, and that's Jimdo, like JIMBDO, do.com. So here we go. I'm gonna just do it with this ruler here. Let's start with this piece right here. Okay, so the first binary code are made of 4 digits, and they are zeros and ones. It's like off and on and off, on and off and on, you know. And I already have the word love, so one letter is 8 digits, so that's 1. So let's start with the one first letter will be 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. And that's the first letter for L. So love has 4 letters, so 8 numbers per letter, so that's gonna be 18, 32, 1 zeros and ones. So the second letter is O, and for O I'm gonna put it all together because that's the way the aliens will understand. Just kidding. Okay, that one is 0. For the next word letter, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. That is O in binary code. So I will continue, and then the next line is gonna be just it continues. I don't like to just start in another line. I just go and continue. Yeah, I'll see that. Now the next one is V. So V, this is gonna look a little strange, but I'm gonna just do this way. It is 0, 1, 1, 1, and then 0, 1, 0, 1. Sometimes I do that. This is a mistake. That's terrible. Sorry. So the first one is 0, 1, 1, 1, 3, but the ending is not this ending here. Sometimes, you know, little mistakes happens. So I go again for 0, 1, 1, 0. That is V. That would be 1, 1. I'm sorry, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Next one is E, which is 0, 1, 1, 0, then 0, oops, 0, 1, 0, 1, and as you can see, that means love. Isn't it amazing? I'm always impressed by that language. So now we go with is, yeah? Is 16 digits. First letter is A, and it starts with 0, 1, 0. Hey, wait a second. 0, 1. Yeah, another little mistake. Sorry. 1, 0. And that's only half of it. Then it goes with 1, 0. This one here. 0, 0, 1. Hey, hey, hey. That's I. Then go for S. It is 0, 1, 1, 1. 비교sam입니다. 0, 0, 1, 1. Love is love. Yeah, continue with again the same 0. That will be love again. 0, 1. There we go. 0, 0. And 1, 1, 0, 0. That will be 1, 0. Hey, what am I doing? I am sorry. It's been a little a long day, I guess. Let's see if I erase this better. I'm gonna start over. Okie dokie, not a biggie. 0. And this is one here. 0. Okay. Let's see if we can also, before I continue, I'd like to see if we could write something in the chat here. Hello. And you're gonna hear my typing. Sorry, I don't know how to take that out yet. Yeah. Oops. What happened in my hello, yellow. Tonight 7.5 inches millilegs. Let's put this here. 7.5 inches millilegs. Yellow. This is a H law. Come in. Question, second sentence. Sentence. Think for to ask. To message. Message. Let's see if we translate this sign. Yes. Oh, you didn't. Great. So appears to be that my encoder is frozen. Hopefully it doesn't change everything, because it would be sad. I'm gonna continue with my work here. Hopefully you can see it. Yes, let's go for love again. That will be 0, 1 again. Then 0, 1, 0, 0. And my zeros are a little weird, but doesn't matter, because we're gonna go and do some, actually acrylic on top of this pencil. So 0, then 1, 1, 0, 0. Then we go 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, then 0 again, 1, 1, 0. Then we start with 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Is that correct? I'm gonna make sure, because this is 1, 1, 2. That will be 1 letter, 2 letters, 3 letters. I'm missing 1 letter again. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, this is correct. Okay. And here the message says, love is love. Sorry that it's been taking me so long. Now for this, we're gonna write on black, on white, with let's use this little brush. You can use a very fine one, but this is okay for this project. So let's use some white. Normally, maybe I can use this here, but no. Wait a second. I might need a little bit of watery. There you go. And my product tonight is, if you can read it, because I guess it has the effect, the mirror effect. This Blick Artist. It's one of my second favorite paintings. They do have good pigments. And it's really hard to open. Really, try to open it before. So the sound that you hear is me trying to open the pine. There we go. Should have enough here for this small piece. This is still a small pieces for me. My oversized canvases can go from 3 feet to 9, even 10, depending on the space I have. That pretty much is one of the things. We are giants. Okay. If you are here in my studio tonight, if you have any idea of how to use music, some music that you really think that it goes with the video, would you let me know in the comments? I think music is amazing as well, you know. It really makes an ambience. So, you guys ready? This doesn't have to be extremely perfect. This is just what I do. If you're painting, and if this video inspires you to paint, so you can do your own technique, of course. This is just me working for ages doing this. And again, I'm working with the mini Lilligs, and tonight we're just applying the binary code. I like to add messages to my canvases, not like Leonardo and all those guys that they used to use a lot of secret messages in their paintings. Mine is more like, there you have it. If you know code, you probably will know what this means. If you don't know, if you like it because it looks just nice for you, so that's also a good thing. So, and because these are my series of Love is Love, so that's what I'm using. Love is Love as your binary code message. So this week I was in Brooklyn in the school. I do assist and the school with playing chess. So I'm there some days of the weeks in some schools. Well, the thing is, I was just going home. Well, much better coming here to work, and I happened to see a little animal on the tracks, and the animal was looking at me, and it was a bird. It was a pigeon, you know, and I felt sorry, and I felt like, what am I gonna do? It's in the middle of the tracks of the train, and I was it was like 5 o'clock, 5 something, and I felt terrible, and I saw the train coming, and I thought the little thing died when the train, you know, it seems like the bird couldn't fly for some reason. I wasn't sure what's going on. I thought it was already hit by one train or something. It was terrible. I was traumatized myself. And then I was like, when the animal looked at me like, please help me, with those little eyes, I was like, oh no, no, no. And I took the train, and I felt like I was really being a coward for leaving that animal there. I felt bad, for no helping. It's just me, I guess. It's just silly because it's just a bird. Like there is like zillions and zillions and zillions and zillions of pigeons in the city, but my brain doesn't think that way. For me, it's just another living being. So I felt terrible. So I took the train to 14th Street, and I decided that I have to go back and get the bird, even if it was a dead bird. So I took the train back to the place, and it was about yeah, I think it's 15 or 20 minutes each way. So I was like either 30 minutes or a little longer than that. I thought the bird, it would be like already dead, and I was just expecting to see just a smash of red stuff. And to my surprise, the little thing was there, like hiding in close to one of those metallic things where the wheels of the train goes, and I almost made me cry. And I was like, oh no, how am I gonna help this animal? I have to get that animal. It was there like shaking, like his head, it was like hiding, like I believe he was in shock or something. So I was like, no, I have to take this animal out of there now. So I was only me for 2 seconds, and then this lady appears, and I just told her, look, there is a bird there, I want out. And so she said like, oh, I help you. So that was so cool. I mean, I think New Yorkers are really awesome people. We just don't talk that much because we always like running. But she helped me. So I jumped there, and I was like, I felt like so athletic, and I jumped, I had some like t-shirt from my job, and I grabbed the bird and I passed it to that lady, and then I realized that I was in the track of the train myself. I was like, holy shit, now what I'm gonna do? I realized that I'm not too tall to jump out. It was very interesting. And then she just put the bird on the floor, and the bird was in shock, so there's no way that the bird will go away anywhere. So then she gave me the hand, and I got myself out of the trouble. That was super nice. It was a good feeling to, I don't know, it's just a bird, and many people will be like, that's stupid, you just risking your life for a stupid bird. But I don't think that way. So maybe that's why, maybe that's stupid for many people, but for me it was just something that I really needed to do. So the bird, I took the bird in the train like another, I think it's 30 minutes or more to get to the studio, because I have to take the trains. And the little thing had her eyes open and keep looking at me, and I feel like, no, now what am I gonna do? I don't know how to treat a bird. I never had a bird as a pet or anything. I don't know anything about birds. No, he's gonna die anyway. I was just like that. Then next thing, the bird was here with me in the studio. Okay, I don't have cages, I don't have food for birds. I only have water and my coffee machine. And I actually was really short of money, so I couldn't go and buy anything for the bird. And I was like, oh my god, what I got myself into. But the little bird was so like, I don't think he really realized that I saved his life because he's a bird. And it's like, whatever, I was waiting for me. I was waiting just here. No birds and animals. So the bird happens to be a baby pigeon. Can you imagine that? I didn't know how to deal with a big pigeon, and even less with a baby pigeon. So I have to check online all these things, and I was like, oh my god, this is a lot of, I don't know anything about these birds. And I happened to learn a lot. Now I know a lot about those birds. And what happened is the little bird needed to be eaten, but I forgot that he was like a really traumatic accident. So the bird, I'm pretty sure the bird was like in shock for at least a day. He didn't want to do anything. He didn't even move. I was thinking that he will die. Sorry for being so pessimistic, but I mean, it's a bird, and hello, they don't tell you, hey, my head really hurts or something. Nothing. I was like, oh no. So I try to feed him like oats. I had some steel cut oats, but obviously the animal didn't care for eating, but I was like nervous. I was like, no, you need to eat because you're gonna get weak and then you will die, and you will die anyway here, and I don't want that. It took me a little bit to calm down. It's weird. So I had to learn about baby pigeons. Do you know about baby pigeons? Actually, I know that they're really awesome animals. Disregarding how people think that they're nasty animals. Now, I always thought they were really interesting. They're a little dirty, but well, they like big cities. I learned where they came from. I learned that there is like so many different species of the same kind of bird, and people actually raise them for competitions, for racings. I had no idea. And people tell you how to feed them, with your hands. People show you how to take all those parasites and really nasty things that they bring with. And everybody thinks that those birds are so dirty, but the thing is it would be the same to our cats and our dogs if we don't take care of them. They would be exactly the same, with parasites and disgusting. They should have to survive by themselves. So I learned to have a lot of respect for them, because they happen to be one of our first messengers, and they used to use them in the Victorian era, and in the war they used a lot of those birds for sending messages and stuff. They're very interesting. I learned that they have a vision of 360. Can you imagine? They can see you from the back. That was super interesting. I learned that they are very fast. They really fly so fast, and they can fly like the helicopters. Like they can stop in the middle and stay in one place. these birds can do the same. I mean, like, I was like shocked. I was like, this is amazing. This bird has to be alive. Anyway, and I learned that that little bird was sick. It was like limping, and I don't know, it was beat up and super dirty. I don't know where it was, and I don't know how he got there. But my idea, or my, what I suspect is that the parents like dumping into the earth. You can see this one is like a baby, but like a teenager bird, so it's almost ready to fly. It looks like it almost ready to start flying, like training. So I think that happened, or just fell from the nest, because he was a baby, but not too little and not too big. And this baby was limping, and he had some really nasty flat flies on it. I never saw this thing. It was awful. It was disgusting. That was disgusting, actually, that they carry these flies and they like parasites. I learned all that like yesterday. And these parasites, they're just for pigeons apparently, but they like hairy stuff. I'm checking my hair and everything, and now anyway, but this little bird had those, and apparently those flies prevent them to fly. Don't let the bird to learn to fly. So that's so sad. And I learned so much about this, and I learned how to feed this animal, but I was unsuccessful because I didn't have enough money to get what I needed to feed them. Like, they need like a syringe or something, and then I didn't realize that this one was in shock, so he didn't want to eat. So I thought that I have to do all the baby stuff, with the feeding with the syringe and stuff. And this one got all wet and messy, and I was like, oh no, it's going to die anyway. It's awful. And the thing is, I couldn't take it to the bird rescue for pigeons here in New York, because I was working for the coming days, so I couldn't go and leave the bird and then do my thing. And I thought the bird needed some rest, even though it was disgusting, and I didn't have a cage, and I will never put the animal in the cage. So I was walking around the studio, leaving some drops all over the place, because the animal didn't eat much but poop. Like, he ate a lot, and so that was nothing. It's surprising, the amount of poop. Alright, so the thing is, I got that bird to eat like yesterday night, last night, and I was so proud. And the animal was so amazingly intelligent. He was, believe it or not, that little animal was mimic me, like he was doing the mimic of me, like, because I didn't know how to feed him, and that was just last night. And I was like, oh no, he doesn't eat anything. The little pouch over there, whatever you call it, is empty. It's gonna die. I'm always like, so I start eating some snack myself. Like, when I get nervous, I eat some stuff. And the bird had some oat in there, and it never touched it before, and I was like, oh my god. So this time he stand up. He was like listening to what I said. I swear that that's the way the bird was looking at me. I was like, this animal is understanding what I'm saying. And then he came and got close to the oats and start eating them. And then I noticed that when I stopped eating, he stopped eating. And then I did it again with my hand, and then the animal go and get some oats, and I stop again, and he did it again, and he kept looking at me. I was so weird, but it was so cool. I have so much respect for those animals now, more than before. They're birds and everybody hates them because there's so many, and they're so gray and, you know, not so exciting, but they're very intelligent. And plus I give them the credit that they were the first messengers, like the first email. That was an organic email. Pretty cool. That was the story. It was this week. Oh, and today I was trying to figure out how to take the bird to the birds, you know, the rescue for the birds in New York. It's an awesome organization that I'm gonna give them a thumbs up and a big applause because they're amazing. You know, they get all these birds that they're like sick or suffering or cold or half dead, and they fix them, and that's an amazing job. I was so happy. And by the way, I gave the bird name because I couldn't help it. And my bird, or the bird, my adopted pigeon name is PG, like for pigeon, like P and G, PG. And it was kind of nice to have it for, it was like almost 4 days. But I freaked because he didn't eat much, and I had to use my like tools, like invent some tools to try to feed him the oats, you know, like with water. And I gave him some garlic and stuff because I went and I learned all about pigeons like in 2 days. So I know that you can give him like raw, like really small pieces of garlic, and that will kill a lot of parasites that they carry. And you can give them like apple vinegar, cider, you know, and the water a little bit, like once or twice a week, and that would also help them kill their parasites and make them look pretty. I learned so much about those birds. It just me. I couldn't leave the animal in the tracks. That was a no. I will do that for a pigeon, for any other living being, and including obviously a human. I will help them. So I couldn't leave a bird there. That was a no. And that's the story. Now PG is in this amazing organization, which the name I have right here. I'm gonna give it that name because they are amazing. They have all these different birds in there. There's so many birds in the city, but obviously pigeons are the majority. They are the wild bird found, and you can scan this and give a donation. That's for those guys. If you read, this is in upside down. Oops, camera. You can feel free and visit them, I guess, if you have a bird, if you in the city. And that's the code, so you guys feel free to contact them and maybe just give a donation. Amazing people. There's so many good humans around. Just don't see them that much. Anyway, let's go back to the mini lilies. You see that I changed this. This is just the basic background for this painting. As like some people use Rosiana, which I have Rosiana here. This is Rosiana. Can you read it? You, what is it? Rosiana. It's good for giving the painting wherever you work, give them some depth. Here we go. This is a beautiful painting, and I'm going to use let's try a watery watch red, and this is actually crimson. I'm gonna apply a little bit of crimson and this yellow here. So let's see what we get. This is gonna be red on red. Let's see. Ready? Notice how the yellow, and still you can see the yellow coming out there. That is because the red that I'm applying is not that thick. It's actually super light. There you go. It will change a lot. This is what I'm doing with this one. And before we were working in this one, remember? Do you think this one is done? I say no. So it needs just a little bit of layers. I have to let you know that I'm not using varnish. I perhaps gonna use varnish at the end for the mini lilies, because normally when I do the oversized paintings, there is a layer of varnish in between layers of paint, so it's actually more thick than these mini lilies, but they look amazing. I am going to apply yellow here. I'm using a lot of yellow and red and black. Some of my favorite colors, if you notice in my paintings. I also use a lot of orange. So we need yellow. I want to apply a little yellow. It gets so hard to open because you have to clean these borders here. Yeah, and sometimes I forget. So yep. Okay. This is just the way that you see it now, but it needs a little more layers. So while you wait and try in there, let's try to remove this, and yeah, over here. So this is my temporary like flat easel. So we were working on this one, yeah. So I reckon it's gonna need I want the lines there to cover. Doesn't matter if we cover the numbers, I will fix that. Hey, by the way, I made a video with what's the name of I forget the name of the video editor from Windows 10, and it's some application to edit video that it comes in there. And I made a really basic video with stop motion and some text and music. It has music and everything. You have to pay for, I mean, all these programs you can use to a certain extent until you need to pay if you're gonna do more. But I managed to make that video, and it's all for promote mini Lilligs. Mini Lilligs, I'm gonna promote it there. And it's funny because this video editing is like for kids. I don't know, unless you pay, I guess you get more. It has more tools and things, but it look pretty nice. And my slow motion program as well, I downloaded one from Windows applications sort of thing. And unfortunately, if you don't pay, the resolution is pretty poor. So obviously I didn't pay. I wanted to use the free version, and it was kind of like not my best. I wish that they let you use at least a good resolution for the first or the second one, so you know how they're gonna look, and then you get excited to buy the membership. But alright, just me always thinking all the things, and people get upset. About my events, let me finish this, and I'm gonna change the screen, and I'm gonna show you how to navigate my my website for a second. I guess that's gonna be the last second for this hour already. Goes too fast. When you use this tool, you have to be very careful, because if you press too hard, it will rip the canvas. So use a bit caution. I'm gonna go back and get to show you this website. My website is called stellalilligart.gmail.com. That's one. You can search my name and you will see different things like Facebook, Instagram, and maybe Twitter is there, and LinkedIn. If you just search the name, maybe you can see also some like who's Stella Lillig. Check her history. And one that I registered for something called Harris because I wanted to do some waitressing or whatever job, and then I never got a job with them, and that was like years ago, and you will see that like almost all the time you search my name. Hey, this is Stella Lillig, and I work with Harry's that never hired me, but it never takes all the information for there. It's just some companies really manipulate your data, and they just grab it forever. So I'll be there, and probably some other cool things that pretty much are like things like, what was this, some interview from New York news about somebody taking money from the MTA in the machines, the money machines, ATMs. And then my mind is like really bizarre, and I didn't know what the man was asking me about, and I was, oh yeah, of course I do use this bank, and so they wrote something ridiculous in there about me, and Stella, I'm like, where you wrote that, and it's in there still. It's like years ago, it's like centuries ago. Anyway, you will see that, but you also will find my websites and my artwork, so it's cool. I'm just letting you know in advance. Here, when you check Stella Lillig, you will see my studio, which is this one here. We're not gonna go there because this is like the Google business application. It's okay, but it doesn't really let me manipulate, so it's just on the images and get a quote, and I think that's that. Get a quote and some services that I have there, but it's okay. Then the next one, sorry, I have to show the screen. There you go. Most like space out. Donuts. Here. So when you check on Stella Lillig, just my name, you will see this things first. What I wanted to show you is it's a free website that I used for years, because not only because it's free, but it's because it's okay. I mean, it's just not the best. There's some other like super cool that I know you probably know, but I use this one for because I have been using it forever. But it's not the best, but it's fine. I can manipulate things. Hey, there's a LinkedIn as well, and some other things about me. It's all about me. Yeah. Then you accept all the cookies, or if you like, I always do. And this is just my I'm gonna show you really quick how to go through. On the top of it, you see all these apps. You can find art, but this is the front page has videos and some of my work in there, pretty much all work, and maybe one or two new pieces. Here is where you can go and buy the mini lyrics in the first page, and some other videos from YouTube. Then the second, it is painting. So there's more painting. This is my portraits and abstract works. If you click there, you will see all the images like you saw. Only faces. if you go on portfolio, you can go ahead and check different portfolios. My Adobe portfolio is not working because I haven't been able to afford Adobe lately. And for now, this is my you know, like you can say my bio and the CV for the art showing and stuff, the artists that I work with and places that I curated sometime. This is the contact. See, you can message me, send me good or nice messages. I like them all. My upcoming shows, this is one of the important ones, guys. It's gonna be tomorrow, actually Saturday and Sunday, and I have to talk to Scotto because I haven't talked to him about, you know, very important things. So the video live is gonna be here, and it's called, if you go to my website, to upcoming shows. And the last but not least, mini Lilligs, and you can buy them here. They're very affordable because I want everybody to have them, and they're small, but I'm gonna, like, you know, they're gonna go in really lovely presentation. And this is my website that I keep updating as much as I can. It takes so much time, but I have to do it, right? Alright, people, hey, we have to go back to this, and this is it for tonight. Thank you so much again. Mil muchas gracias, zillion thank yous, and I'll see you next week if I see you. I hope to see you, and I hope you see me next week on Stella Lillig Open Studios on Thursdays. Fridays. Goodbye now.